I come to you guys with another Storytime video, and this one's in collaboration with the lovely Crystal Beauty and Hey Paris here on YouTube. I will link their videos down below, put them both here so that you can see their beautiful little faces. They have a bunch of awesome videos over on their channel, so make sure to go check those out. I'm going to tell you a story from 1998 because why not? It's 2016, but I'm going to go back to 1998 because why the hell not? I'm going to tell you about how I got conned at 7 years old by a homeless guy in Manchester because it's pretty random, isn't it? True story. So let's jump right into it. Someone texted me, I am making a video. Somebody texted me, I am making a video. Anyway, if I have lipstick on my teeth in this video, by the way, I'm sorry, but when you're wearing dark lipstick, this always happens. It just gets on your teeth. It just flipping gets on your teeth, and you're video editing, and then you're like, for fuck's sake, big purple splodge on my teeth. So yeah, if I end up on a rant and I end up with lipstick on my teeth, then please forgive me, but there's nothing I can do about that in Final Cut Pro. So I was about 7 years old, I was on my way to Manchester city centre, and we were just gonna go shopping, and it was me, my mum, and my dad. I'll go find some pictures, especially to insert into this video, to give you an idea of what I looked like, and the car we were in on this day. So we're just on our way to Manchester city centre, and I was Jess Radio. So for those of you who don't know what Jess Radio is basically me sat there in the back of the car, 7 years old, pretending to be the adverts, literally the commercials, the songs. I would literally pretend I was every single band. I would literally interview people on Jess Radio, and I would put on the voices. And I remember I would literally repeat the radio stations and then just burst into song. I'd be sat in the car and it'd go a little bit something like this. Radio 6.7. Wish FM. Brought to you by Jessica Nicole Lingle. Carcraft is Rochdale. And next we've got Oasis. Stereotypically, because that's all they used to play on the radio back in those days, literally I remember. That and proper epic 90s dance tunes. So he's on our way to Manchester, I'm sat in the car, I'm being the radio, I'm loving life. Get to Manchester, little did I know what awaited me in Manchester city centre. So I remember I was walking with my dad, and I don't know where my mum was, but she wasn't here at this point. She'd gone off somewhere else, probably looking at something in a shop or something. We were walking, and then I saw this homeless man, and he had a dog. I instantly just wanted to give something to this homeless guy, especially because he had an animal, and I'm a sucker for animals. And I really wanted to give £1 or 50p or anything that my dad would give me to this homeless guy. And my dad turns around and he says, £1, you can spend it on anything that you like, anything. Use it wisely. If you want to give this £1 to the homeless man, give this £1 to the homeless man. If you want to spend this £1 on sweets, spend this £1 on sweets. But you're only getting £1 out of me today, nothing else. It's mad how times have changed, isn't it? Because these days you wouldn't get very much for £1, but back then you could get yourself about 50 Freddos. You know what a Freddo is? Let me know down below. Little chocolate frogs. And they used to be 10p, and now they're 30 or more. Every time I look at that little froggy's face, it just makes me really annoyed and angry, and I'm just like, I remember when you used to be the cheap, beautiful chocolate. Now, why? You are not cheap anymore for what you are worth. Freddo. Mr. Freddo, I'm speaking to you. Owners of Freddo, the delicious chocolate in the purple wrapper, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And why? Why so expensive, Freddo? Why? Why? It's only gone up like a little bit, but I just hate inflation on sweets. Especially when you're a 90s kid, you seem to just notice, don't you? Nothing is ever a penny anymore. That's terrifying. Moving along, so my dad's turned around to me and he said, you've got £1 and that's it. My dad was very strict on this, and we've gone wandering around a little bit, and we've passed the homeless guy again with the dog. And I've stopped and I've got my £1, and my dad's turned around and he said, you can do whatever you want with this £1. Gone over, put it in his little bucket, and I felt really proud of myself, right? I've literally just made a very important, selfless decision at 7 years old, so I'm pretty chuffed with myself. I'm thinking, good on you, Jess. Good on you, 7-year-old Jess. So I went about my day, went to the rest of the shops with my dad, was loving life, passed down the same street a couple of hours later. No homeless guy, no dog, just a mat where he had been. No alarm bells rung at this point. Carried on walking, and I kid you not, this is gonna sound like the most bizarre thing in the entire world. This is what I encountered around that corner. The homeless man in a convertible. He was in a convertible, and I was just thinking to myself, what? He was wearing different clothes, and there was no dog. And I'm thinking to myself, where was the dog? Did he steal this dog from a homeless guy? Where did this dog come from? Where's my £1 gone? Has he just put it towards petrol on his really expensive car? On, in, whatever. Like, I just thought it was really strange, but it was definitely the same guy, because my dad was the one that pointed it out to me. And he said, life lesson learned. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's not fair, because how about all the homeless people that are really homeless? I don't want to no, this isn't right. This isn't how it's supposed to be. That's my pound, god damn it. And I felt good about that deed. Not having it. That isn't fair. And then I got a little bit passionate about it as a child, like you would. Like I am now at 24 years old. We're going through this story on the internet to people, like you do anyway. In what universe do you give a pound to a homeless person that's not actually a homeless and has a really nice car? In what universe does that happen to me? Like, you might expect it in Catch Me If You Can, or some kind of film with Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I would have known if that homeless guy was Leonardo DiCaprio and if he was going all kind of Wolf of Wall Street on me with my pound, thinking I'm doing a nice thing. Nope, I was getting conned. Where was the dog, man? I always wanted to know what happened to the dog. Was it a random dog? Was it his friend's dog? Did he just borrow it? Is this how he made his money? Was it his side job? I remember we'd gone to Mcdonald's and I think it might have been an effort to cheer me up because I was devastated about this pound. Back in those days, you used to get little balloons and things like that. Like, I don't know if they do balloons at McDonald's anymore. Like, I haven't seen a balloon at McDonald's in ages, have you? Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen a balloon at McDonald's, because I cannot remember the last time I saw a balloon at McDonald's. Either way, I had a balloon and I was loving life. I remember my mum lighting up a cigarette and she was sat in the front because it's back in the days, you know, when that was completely legit. They didn't care in the 90s. They didn't give a fuck. Like, now it's like, no, don't smoke around children. But in the 90s, no one gave a fuck. So because my mum was smoking in the front, my dad's obviously put the roof down. And I remember being sat in the car, and it's so strange because I can remember the smell of smoke, and I remember just playing with this balloon, and I was having the time of my life. And I remember the song that came on the radio, it was Horny. I'll insert a little clip of it here and see if you guys recognize it. And I didn't know what horny meant back then. No 7-year-old knows what horny means. Either way, I didn't know what horny meant, and to be honest, between me and you, I didn't even know what horny meant until I was about 14 years old. That's how long it took me to realise what... Yep. So I'm reenacting it. I'm just sat in the back of the car and I've got my balloon and I'm loving life. I'm playing with the balloon. The balloon is like a lightsaber and everything is magical. The balloon is love. The balloon is life. Everything is in its right place, as Radiohead would say. And I'm literally just loving life so much. And I remember my dad started to put the convertible roof up because we're getting near to the motorway, but I've not realised, and the piece of string my balloon is attached to has gone with the motherfucking roof, hasn't it? And I've literally looked up. Just like that, the balloon was gone from my life, forever. And I never saw it again. And even though Horny continued to play in the background, it did not uplift my mood. It just began to irritate me. I had no idea why this singer was so horny, why I'd given my pound away to this homeless guy who was not homeless, and I'd lost my McDonald's balloon. Bring back that balloon from 1998, goddammit, Karma! Not happy. So that was a pretty shit day for 7-year-old Jess in 1998 because I lost a balloon, I gave away my pound. And now I think of my problems as a 24-year-old woman, I think, God, I wish my only concerns were for a pound and a missing balloon from McDonald's. So make sure to check out the other chicks' videos, Crystal, Beauty and Hey Paris. Let me know in the down bar what you think of this story time, and I'll speak to you guys soon. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, or don't. If you don't like me, then fair enough. I'm just gonna go now because Bye.